Hello internet friends, my name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, my MSQ journey. The last one was the final MSQ dungeon and the trial, and now we move towards the climactic action over the next, it's like 10, 12, 13 quests, somewhere in there. Now next up we have quest number 87, A New Family. Wooglamot is searching for the words to say to Shale. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kafkiwa. The others are trying to learn what they can. Oh, Kafkiwa. We'd known that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then that she was already gone? We did. We all did. Kafkiwa forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Erenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet, but tell me, how are the people faring? Have they forgotten Zerolja already? No, they still remember him. You wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most are unaware of the developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated, but at the same time, they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies, but it'd probably be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we resolve matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As to Zerolja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Yes, about that. At the time we suspect that Zerolja passed, the king's authority appears to have been transferred to Galulja. Okay. You mean to say Galulja is the new king? While a coronation is required to make it official, for the moment the system recognizes him as his father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. Not a decision you have to make right away, but given that the authority comes with command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think of it together later. Think on it together later, rather. But for now, I want you to hold on to it, to what your father has left you. If you say so. Are you all right, Lamati? Huh? Oh, it double clicked because it was an auto. Dang it. Gotten baited by that a few times. Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still don't know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? It's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, you have things under control. Why not return it to Tuliol and rest while the others handle the investigation? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and catch up with Koona. Hey, why don't you two, the two of you, come too? But won't everyone hate me? Of course not. Might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want to introduce you to Koona as new family. Really? Really? That is, if you're fine with it. I am. Let's be off. We'll head directly to the place, or the palace, to see Kona. The palace, the palace place? Indeed. Please have a good rest. You've earned it. I'll keep things low-key for a while myself. Times like this, you've got to keep your hands moving. You're not working on anything. Nothing's there yet. We won't see you for 8 months. Chill. This man already working on artifact weapons. We're not even there yet. Patch 7.2. This is patch 7.0. We got time, my man. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a sudden change of atmosphere. Oh my god. Especially bringing the horns back in, everything we've been through all of a sudden. Shoo. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Bum, bum. Ba-bam. Little cat boy.
You are returned.
Hi.
Wait there. I'm coming down.
All right. It's a long way to run. I respect the hustle.
Where's Lamachi? What happened inside the dome?
Stuff. And also things. Also, you have a nephew. Also, there's a void gate.
So my brother is gone. Yet the danger remains. And you must soon sally forth unto an unknown reality.
Just another Tuesday.
Hey, Kona!
Lamachi, is this boy perhaps?
This is Zorolja's son, Kululja.
I see. Time did flow differently inside the dome. If he is our brother's child, then... Kululja, was it? My name is Kona, and I am Lamachi's brother.
You're her brother?
You'll find none more dependable than Kona. He's family, and he'll take good care of you.
A pleasure to meet you, Kululja.
A pleasure to meet you too, Uncle Kona.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I am your uncle. But simply Kona will do.
You're all confused, and little wonder. Rest assured, all will be explained in due course. But for now, I want to make one thing clear. Gululja is his own person. He had no part in his father's crimes. If you have anger towards Zorolja you need to express, Kona and I will gladly hear you. But you will treat Gululja as you would any child, with kindness.
As we should. The boy's done no wrong.
Yes, the vow of resolve speaks true.
So, will you tell me what happened? Grahatia has given me a summary, but I would hear your detailed account.
Right.
Can we walk while we chat? I want to see how things are in the city.
In that case, let us make our way to Bright Plume Post. Our soldiers remain on high alert, but if the threat of invasion has passed, I will bid them take a well-earned rest.
Look at that little blue lizardy nugget. Whoa, I almost ran too far. I am my own person. I am. Even though I knew all was well, I'm still comforted to see Lamachi with my own eyes. It was indeed Zorolja's realm inside the dome. A realm he ruled jointly with Sphene. He, as the King of Resolve, and she, the Queen of Resolve. Just like you and me here. Their people lived very different lives compared to us, but like us, they lived them to the fullest. Someone just fall off? And Sphene is a big part of that. She's a considerate and approachable ruler who treats everyone as family. You and her must have gotten along well. We did, but out of love for her people, she's chosen the wrong path. They were good folk, the Alexandrians. They welcomed us into their homes and treated us with kindness and respect, but Zorolja slaughtered them. Slaughtered those he was meant to protect for his own ends. By the gods, tell me how this came to pass. They go so fast. Trying to keep up. Why doesn't it adjust to my current outfit? That a king should harm his own people. Father. When his attack on Tulilal fell, Zorolja sought to gain more power, so he ordered his people executed and harvested their souls. What drove him to commit such an atrocity? He claimed he wanted to bring the entire world under his dominion, but that was just a means to achieve his true desire. My grandfather was a great person, right? Maybe Maybe my father wanted to prove he was his own person, that he wasn't just a great person's son. I dare say you are right. As the resilient son, our father's true-born heir, he bore the weight of expectation. The weight was clearly greater than any of us had imagined. That's probably why he was who he was, and why he didn't want me. Damn it all. If only we had tried harder to reach out to him. Let's keep moving. I don't know. I feel like we did. I feel like we did try. We talked to him multiple times. You yelled at him at least once. Didn't care. He just did not care. What my father did was wrong. He had to be stopped, but I'm glad I could learn a little about the person he was. Growing up, I envied my brother, but that envy may have added to his burdens. Sorolja had become unimaginably powerful. It was only with Bay's help that we managed to defeat him. And I have a responsibility to the people of Alexandria, and above all, to Galulja. I promised, didn't I? I want us to become family. And it isn't only out of obligation. Since I've gotten to know you, I've come to really like you. You must not be my nephew by blood. You might not be my nephew by blood. Or family to the end. We'll always be there for help each other. Isn't that right? Right. What if we're going to see Galulja stuff in the patch content? Maybe? What if he'll grow up? But probably not, because a lot of time hasn't passed in this game. That's why I was so confused. Not confused, but aware of the time passing in that train montage. Because apparently, all of ARR to the end of Endwalker is like a year. That's it. And it's only been a little bit of time since the end of Endwalker till now. So showing like an actual 4 to 5 days of passage of time is kind of a big deal. Because the day-night cycle in game is literally for players, not for lore. You too. For everything we've been through, you're already as good as family. What? What do you mean what? The more family you have, the merrier. Don't you think? Come on. Let's head into the barracks. So we're gonna get... There's a named dude here. Interesting. It's hard to accept that our former commander is, well, he's their commander now, but this changes nothing. All of us who yet remain will continue to defend Tuliol in Koana's name. Indeed. God, that armor goes so hard. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum. Yeah. I imagine we're going to have Bakul Jaja might take over the Landsguard, if I'm assuming. I'd like to be family with you too, Bay. Oh, gosh. Like Papa did by taking us in. I want to make my family bigger. You wouldn't mind some extra family too, right? I already kind of got quite a large one, considering all the Scions. And our tangential friends that aren't directly Scions. But sure. I'm glad I could hear what happened in the dome. But I'm sorry that you had to bear such a heavy burden, Lamachi. Don't be. As vow of resolve, it was something that I had to do. Besides, it was your ingenious strategy that kept Tuligolal safe. Asking you to rule with me was definitely one of my better ideas. It was because we all fought as one that we could repel all the invaders. And the dragon. Dragons, plural. And only with the aid of Vritra and his kin. Yep. Thanks to Elfano and Estinian interceding for us, we were able to swiftly forge an alliance with Radzahan. When the dragons appeared in our skies, I felt that it was I felt that this was it. Tuliol you had envisioned. We owe our allies a great debt, and hope that we can repay them one day. Lots of taco exports incoming. Indeed, once I'm dealt with matters, we should go and thank them in person. Bay has told me as much, but you still have work to do, yes? Yes. Need to find Sphene. She harmed our people so that her own might live. But as I was raging at her deeds, I realized something. Just because Tuliol is safe doesn't mean I can ignore what becomes of Alexandria. It's the kind of thinking that led to the conflict in the old days. Want to help the Alexandrian people live in peace and happiness. And the only way to do that, is to stop Sphene from walking her path. Very well, Lamachi. Just promise me you will take care. I promise, Koana. Still not sure she's making out of this. Still not sure. Nice to be home, even if only for a while. Thanks for coming with me. I wish there was something I could do to help. Well, I had anticipated this. I still can't help but worry. I'm sorry that I have to go away again so soon, but even setting Sphene aside, some of our own people may be among the endless. I can't just sit around and leave everything to the others. I understand. I have matters here well in hand, so do what you must. Bay, for all you've done for us, for our nation and our family, I fear I can never express sufficient gratitude, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for the roast, Ronique. I understand Zerol just spared no souls for reviving himself in battle. His pride wouldn't permit him to do otherwise, I expect. Quite. Quest number 88. In pursuit of Sphene. Queen Sphene. Uklamat wishes to look in on her soldiers. Well, it was good to catch Kona up. Now we'll talk to the soul. Little link pearl. Who might this be from? Oh, who might this be from? That was Kona. Hello? That's right. Bay is with me. Is that so? In that case, let's meet at Sunperch. See you soon. Stoll is heading back. I dare to hope she's found a way to pursue Sphene. If you all wanted to go on ahead to Sunperch, I'll pay our soldiers a quick call. Oh, okay. Very well. Oh, good gosh. The gang's all here. Apologies for the wait. You're all here. And that means... I believe we found a way to travel to the reflection to where Sphene has retreated. I was busy providing aid in Solution 9, so I haven't heard the details myself. Could you start from the beginning, Y'shtola? Per Sphene's own words, the gate atop Everkeep was opened and closed by the power of interdimensional fusion. And it was the artifact known as the key that allowed her to control it. According to Ketenram, the key was brought with me to the source 20 years ago. It was then kept here in the palace until its theft by Zorolja, who used it in Yasolani to fuse a portion of our world with this reflection. Following Zorolja's demise, Sphene claimed the key and disappeared through the gate. And where exactly did the gate lead? In seeking the answer, we took another look at orogenetics and made a startling discovery. As you all know, there should have been one more level at the summit of Everkeep. The 12th level, the King of Resolve's royal abode. Right, but when you actually went up there, you saw that it didn't exist. Oh my god, flashbang. Curious, we analyzed Orogenics logs to see where the memories of the departed were being sent. And where should it be but through the gate to the missing 12th level. That level alone must have laid outside the fused region and so was left behind. And that means the reflection to which Sphene has fled is her own. Or Alphino, if you'd be so kind. It means that beyond the gate lies not just any reflection, but the one from which Alexandria originally hailed. 'Tis Sphene's home world, and she has returned there to join the memories of her departed citizens. But as the key lies with her on the other side, we haven't the means to reopen the gate. Forgive me, but I thought we already knew she had gone home, or at least it seemed obvious to me. What I want to know is, how do we pursue Sphene if the gate here is closed? We'll use another gate. It just so happens we know where one is. Yeah, the Golden City Gate. Yep, the Sky Deep Cenote. Aye. All evidence suggests that the gate there leads to the world whence the Alexandrias and I came. But assuming that's true, how can we open it? That's what we shall find out using the code in this earring. Let's go, Cryo, let's go. As you recall, Cryo's earring is in fact a data storage device. An analysis of it yielded a code, something used to control a contraption, and a very large one at that. Ah, she has the garage door code for the gate. Given the circumstances of Kral's arrival in the source, we believe that said contraption is the gate to the Golden City. This is admittedly an educated guess, but we are quite hopeful that it will work. Yep. All the pieces coming together. To make such progress in so short a time, you really are amazing. Couldn't have done it alone. The credit must go to the members of Oblivion for acquiring the information we needed. Shale especially. Daw. Alright then. Since the plan is set, to the Sky Deep Cenote. Yeah. Everyone's coming. When do we have like a... We don't have a dungeon or a trial, so like a solo duty into like a not trial as well again? That seems to be this game's new thing, is the solo duty trial that isn't a trial. I've done now 2 of them, at least. Are we going yet? I told the officers of the Landsguard about my intention. They fully support our endeavor. Begging your pardon, but might I have a moment ere setting forth? Oh, you're already going to give him a thing? Yes. I had thought to save it for later, but in light of these developments, I feel now is the time. The thing? I do love the things, and the stuff too. Do you have some stuff? As Lamachi says, I have something for you. Please come with me to Bayside Bevy. Yo, it's artifact gear time. Let's go get some new drip. Do. Oh yeah, it's artifact gear time. Let's go. Although I'm not probably gonna wear it because I don't think the white mage looks that great. Unfortunately, the staff might go with a different look, but the armor itself is just kind of like Final Fantasy white mage. And it looks okay. Oh my. Can't help themselves, can they? There we go. Mewazunte. Oh, nice beard. Are these all shops? It's so different from Solution 9. I hope you like it. Tulial is safe in no small part due to your valor. As a token of our appreciation, I've commissioned special equipment for you. While it is inadequate as an expression of gratitude, I pray it will serve you in your coming mission. It apparently incorporates foreign technology. Even took Koana to request such a thing, huh? Yeah, it's weird. The armor itself looks like a meld, and then the stick looks like it's from like the jungle forest area. It's like two different themes. See in a moment here. And I'm not sure about it. Meawazunte yonder has the equipment in his keeping. To say the word, and he will bring it out. You may now obtain job-specific gear from Meawazunte. Weapons and gear obtained can be equipped to level 99. However, all item stats will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 100 with the corresponding job, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of the role quest associated with said job. Yep. These arms and armor are the work of our finest artisans. I can vouch for their quality and functionality both. I'll bet it looks good on you. All right. Small talk, though? Opening a shop in Tulial has always been a dream of mine. I'm honored to be part of Bayside Bevy's bustling trade. Job gear. So, Serenity. See, it looks like it's from the jungle. Very foresty. Kind of like a very Tuliolalan vibe. But then the armor. I guess the piety set, which is a strange way to put it. It's very white mage, but that's the set. I mean, it looks fine. It's just weird that it's like two very different aesthetics, like the whole nature Tuliolan vibe, and then kind of like very tailored, almost again like Charlian look with all the clasps and the leather work and the shoulder piece. I think it's better than the last expansions. I don't think I wore that for very long at all. I'll pick up the other healer sets, of course, later when it matters. Not right now. Oh my god, my bag's so covered in crap. I do have 99 earrings that I got as well. So we'll do this. We'll just let this all go into the armory case for now. What's happening here? Hands, equip. Oh, my gloves are all full. Oh, good lord. I was totally working through. My gloves are full, huh? Right. Because I still have things that are... Oh, level 15? I don't think anyone needs these. Oh, they're being used by someone. Never mind. I'm dumb. Oh, these stupid crafter gloves, man. Very specific crafter gloves. All right, here we go. Damn it. It's too much. I mean, yeah. I do like the silver leaf in the hair as the headpiece, the hairpin. It's kind of neat. Oh, yeah, there we go. So 678 to start with here, I guess. I don't need to meld it right now. Although, having unmelded gear is... Oh my god, piety. Ugh! White Mage does not need any, if maybe like one piece with piety on it. Like, just the helmet piety is not terrible. Just to get... Because it's a mount. Everything in 14 is a breakpoint. So if you need 80 of a stat to go up +1, you get that. But if you have 87, or if you need 100 to go to the next stat and you have 99, it doesn't do anything for you. Everything is a hard breakpoint. It's not granular. So that is okay. It's a lot of piety considering White Mage needs very little to none to properly function. Progression, it might help a little bit, but it really it doesn't really need any. With the way thin air works and the way that lilies work, not super important. But we can rock this. Now, will this actually update? I don't know why this is getting locked. I don't know why this is locking my gear. Is there something broken with... I don't know. It should have my gear updating, but it's not. I don't know. I'll have to check something in my armory stuff later, but oh well. We'll move on. Quest number 89. Through the Gate of Gold. Wuklamot is eager to set off for the Skydeep cenote. Your shiny new gear, I reckon you're ready for anything. Come on. Let's head to the Skydeep cenote. Access to the area is presently restricted per my order, so I shall accompany you. I kind of like the little pouch knapsack bag we got going on the left hip there. That's actually kind of good. But I don't really like this ribbony thing off my butt. What is that? Oh, I guess it's holding the leaves on. The silver leaves. It'd be cool if you could adjust the hood. But there's no actual hood, unfortunately. If you can pull the hood up, put it down. A lot of the White Mage stuff has hoods, but you can't actually use it. It's just essentially like a mini cloak. We're going all the way out there. Good lord. I can fly in all these zones anyway, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Yeah, the armor looks pretty okay. I'm just not a big fan of the stick. Not a fan. I don't have any temporary glams for it on me, so we'll just rock it for the last bit here. That's okay. I do kind of like the boots, though. Just the simple brown boots. And I'm sure it's going to have double dye channels. Oh, yeah. It's brand new gear. It's going to have the double dye. So, that should probably make it look even better, I guess. See if the red... Oh, you can make the... you can make the accented red. like a dark royal purple and then like a gold accent. I mean, hey. That's the brass, metallic brass. That's not too bad. That's kind of cool. Even like the metallic red looks kind of neat. Very neat. Trying to figure something to do while we auto fly over here. That was a 78 eye level bump. Need to run that dungeon more for the accessories. I gotta see if any of the experts actually have accessories though. There probably should be some in an expert, and then can I just fly down here myself? Oh, you can. That's cool. Okay. You can eventually. You just fly down here yourself. That's neat. I don't know if that would be an invisible wall and you have to take the hippogriff. City of Gold, where it all began. This place is a little scary. I don't know if I come here alone. Probably not. Feels like a lifetime ago that we were last here. Sister, you're telling me. 6 days in a row. It's the 6th day in a row I've streamed for 8, 10, 11 hours. I'll look back on my actual time and then take like an hour off for like some travel and faffing about like I just did with my gear, and then I'll know how long the MSQ is. I'm pretty sure it's probably somewhere in the 45-hour range. And here we are again. Kona's already gone inside, but I couldn't help but take a moment. Just being here takes me back. It wasn't even that long ago that we visited for the rite. So much has happened since then. It's been about a week. Been a busy week. Truly, guided by my grandfather's letter, I crossed the seas in search of answers. What awaits us on the road ahead, I know not, but I shall walk it to the end with you all. Come on, let's go. This song here, again. Yep.
Electrope everywhere one turns, harboring vast amounts of lightning. This place is very much alive. Kryl, try holding your earring to the terminal.
No luck.
Sad Lalafell face is so sad.
Don't give up yet. The terminal reads the code. It might just need higher clearance. Galulja, would you give it a try?
Oh.
If the king's authority is passed to you, then the gate ought to open.
But I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat of my brow. It is yours to embrace or spurn.
What?
All right, Emmett. Goodness.
The earring. It really was.
Remarkable. A void gate is forced open with a blast of ether, and thus appears as a tear in the fabric of reality. In contrast, this is the stitchwork of a master. Neatly hemmed, without a thread out of place. A power to be reckoned with. But now isn't the time to marvel. If Galuljar can open the gate, then so too can Sphene close it. 'Twould be wise to employ magics in its defense, both to maintain its stability and ward off interference. While I am able to invoke said magics, I cannot sustain them alone. I require another to channel with me, and in unison.
For that role, I do humbly volunteer myself. But even our combined efforts offer no certainty of success. Might we prevail upon the two of you to lend your support?
Of course. If coordination between mages is required, few would be better suited than Alize and myself.
Shall I remain as well?
Alize wants to go through the portal.
While your presence would be welcome, I'd rather you joined the expedition team. For despite our earnest efforts, the gate may well end up closed once more. In such a situation, it may fall to those on the other side to devise a method to reconnect our worlds. A task with which you are not unfamiliar, as I recall.
Well, the Crystal Exarch maybe, but...
I have faith it will not come to that, but should it? I will endeavor not to disappoint.
So, assuming Wooklamart, Kryl, and Erenville are given for this foray, I'll make myself useful here by guarding those who are maintaining the gate. Should any threats emerge, from the world beyond or otherwise, I'll deal with them.
As will I. Which leaves you free to head in there and do what you do best.
With you holding the fort, I know we'll be all right. Make sure we can turn while we're still young and beautiful, eh? What the come on? Or just I'm sorry? She wants to go with us. I mean, it's got to be a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek joke, right?
It's fine. Really. Mostly.
Yep, she wants to go.
Just don't let him bear the burden alone. Do you hear?
And these subtle little things over the past expansion now into this, that Alize has this growing relationship with our Warrior of Light. We who shall remain want for neither expertise nor more experience, Worry not on our account, and fix thy gaze upon the path ahead. En route here, I caught sight of a large lizard. It looked palatable enough, so I shall hunt it later. We can enjoy the meat while you regale me with the tales of the world beyond after you've returned. I need it here. I accept that. I'm not a child anymore. I'll spare no effort for my part, so you do yours too. Together we'll protect what we hold dear. There's no telling what dangers we'll face, I know, but if my mother is out there, I need to find her and give her a piece of my mind. If Sphene is intent on plundering ether from other worlds, then our task is clear. We must stop her. She cannot be allowed to harm anyone else, neither those who are dear to us nor strangers we have never met. Once again, I must leave Lamachi in your care. Please return safely. I'll keep everyone safe. Just concentrate on your own task. Thanks, Dad! I would dearly love to accompany you, but this time I will content myself with seeing you off. Where you go now, I pray you find hope. I look forward to hearing your account upon your return. To be completely honest, it is all I can do to not throw myself into that light. But I must resist the urge, for my presence will be required here should the gate close. I wouldn't do to lose everyone, our champion, not least of all. Done all I can. If you should meet Kakifwa, please tell her I said thank you. It's power I've inherited. I'll use for good. I will. 20 years ago, I emerged from that gate. Whether or not the answers I seek lie on their side, I will see things through. I'd be lying if I said I'm not nervous, but your presence gives me comfort and courage. I imagine your other travel companions often feel the same. You have it on the back burner for well over 4 years, Kryl. Let's do it.
Tis done. Whenever you're ready.
We'll protect the portal. Keep it open no matter what.
Beyond lies an unknown reflection. Short of asking an Ascian, we unfortunately have no way of identifying which one it is.
Well, what we do know is that it's Sphene's domain. A place where she brings back those who've been lost. So for now, why don't we call it the Unlost World?
All right.
Right. Let's go.
Sure.
how to describe the sheer amazement we felt when we emerged on the other side of the portal. I fear words do not do it justice. Before us was a vibrant world where the memories of the departed abided and reveled in bygone days. Living memory, or so the Endless called it. How they laughed and smiled as they reminisced upon unfulfilled dreams, alive in all perceivable ways, yet knowing no loss. So resplendent was every ilm of this paradise. The words rose unbidden to my lips. All this time, it was here, the city of gold.
Yep, living memory. It has a bit of an Amarat vibe to it, though. Some of the way they built. I need to like pull up the pictures. That freaking statue is wild. Slash also building. Holy shoot. Look at all the pins. Well, we're here. The City of Gold is an apt description indeed. Neither the void nor the first, they are indeed come to an unlone reflection. This is my home. My world, my home, rather. Kind of combine that, but... Amazing. Absolutely amazing. We literally stepped into the Yukhoi legend. Whatever reflection this may be, it would seem the barrier between here and the source is thin in Yuktel. That would explain the Yukhoi's visions and the location of the gate. Hey, Erenville, that volcano over there. You don't suppose it's real, is it? An actual volcano spewing forth lava in the middle of a city? I'd like to see that. Hey, you never know. Look, there's a path down. Let's see where it goes. Super different. It's a city, but it's also a zone. Because you can mount. You can't mount in cities. So it's literally a zone that is a city. Which like gives me those Amarat vibes, like I just said. Because that was a city you could mount in. Okay, impossible anime space. Alright, Jetsons buildings going down and down forever. Or Fifth Element even. Also kind of has a bit of like a old European castle vibe, at least in this section. It's crazy light trees in the distance. Good grief. I see Electrope is used here too. There's no mistaking the design of this aetherite. Yeah. Also has obviously the inspiration, or at least why Solution 9 looks like it does, is because it does still resemble some of this, right? Like that's just a Solution 9 aetherite, more or less. So, or a Solution 9 aetherite is a living memory aetherite. The people here, could they be? Yeah, so is everyone here an endless, maybe? Like, not corporeal. Strange. I've never been to this place before. It somehow makes me feel nostalgic. It has a bit of a theme park vibe. Unlike Everkeep with all its advanced technology, here it's brick and stone. It's like we've traveled to the past. Kinda. All the laser buildings in the distance, though. The differences may be more superficial than you think. Take a good look at the buildings around us. Yep. There's electrope everywhere, along with myriad contraptions. Like how Sphene projects her image onto soldiers, I believe this city's appearance is artificial. This aetherite is identical to the one in Everkeep, is it not? I said that too. Look at me. This suggests that this place is Alexandrian. That would seem a fair assumption. In light of all this, could it be that this city is Everkeep's missing 12th level? Welcome, friends. Welcome. It's got Thancred hair. Who are you? My name is Constancy, and like you, I am an Endless. Okay, well that answers my other question that I just had moments ago, didn't it? We have been recreated from the memories of those who have exhausted their souls, the departed. In other words, great effort is taken to ensure the integrity of your memories, so it will feel no different from when you were flesh and blood. Oh, he thinks we're dead. Just memory blobs? Okay. Let's go along with it for now. Obviously. I am a caretaker here at Living Memory, City of the Endless, and it is my pleasure to provide guidance to newcomers such as your good selves. City of the Endless, at a glance, it seems to be many different facilities. What kind of place is this? Simply put, it is a recreational attraction. The city is divided into 4 areas, each of which captures scenery that once defined our continent. In this way, we ensure that what is lost is not forgotten, that all precious memories endure forevermore. In Everkeep's early days, this place was used by the living, but it was made a haven for the Endless hundreds of years later. Now then, if you would please follow me, I shall give you a guided tour. Do take care, as wildlife brought here for preservation roams freely. Hold on a moment. Well, a tour would be interesting. It's Sphene we've come to see. Oh, so you wish to meet the Queen? In that case, you are in luck. Just announced that Her Majesty will enter into a slumber, but there is still time. If you try calling to her before the Mezzo Terminal at the center of the city, she will likely appear. I'm not sure how things work around here, but let's head to this Mezzo Terminal. Our thanks, Constancy. We'll take you up on the tour next time. I shall look forward to it. Good luck seeking out Her Majesty. Oh boy, oh boy. Queen Sphene enjoys meeting her people. I'm quite confident she will appear for you at the Mezzo Terminal. Welcome to Living Memory, a place where the Endless endure forevermore. How may I help you? What do you do here? Unit identification, Clerk PX0006. I am stationed here by the Gate of Remembrance to answer visitors' queries. Please inform me should you require assistance. What kind of place is this? The Gate of Remembrance serves as the entryway to Living Memory. From here, each area is accessible via zip line. Canal Town, resort of relaxation and romance. Yesterland, where dreams come true. Azale Volcane. Volcane? I guess, yeah, it's Azale Volcane. Bastion of the Fearless. And last but not least, Wind's Path Gardens, where you may state your spirit of inquiry. May sate your spirit of inquiry. Please feel free to visit any area that appeals to you. Newcomers, however, must be registered in order to use the zip lines. Visiting the Meso Terminal first is advised. All right. It's weirdly creepy, though, considering if everyone here is just memories, that means they are stuck as they are based on who died. Which means if you see, like, children, they're just children forever. Like the chamber in the Skydeep cenote, that electrope here produces a strong golden light. A difference in energy levels, perhaps? I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere? Or can they only survive here? Yep. That's why yep. The plants are real as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion.
Sphene? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Sphene.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Sphene, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world.
A little bit of Thanos logic in that.
From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sphene, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose, places to which our hearts belong.
Damachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
I mean, she's speaking literally of what the Ascians were trying to do. Uh-huh. Then let's resolve this. I'll protect my world and all the others. This evil is not inevitable. Find another way. Hey, hey, hey.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Yep.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Sphene!
The Endless were unsustainable from the first. Sphene has been fighting a lost cause. Yep. The Endless exists in defiance of the laws of nature, but they exist nonetheless, with Sphene holding them to be no different from the living. Doesn't change anything, though. While Sphene's intentions are good, her methods are anything but. It cannot yield at any cost. What do we do now? Damn it. I felt that I had come to understand Sphene, but I'm still clueless. Utterly clueless. Well, you're not clueless, it's just that there's just no, it's not sustainable. You can't, eventually everything becomes endless, and everything then, you'd have nothing else to feed to keep them all alive. So you have to start losing the endless, which you, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? There's just no, there's no way. Quest number 90. Those who live forever. Bookmarks' frustration is fairly palpable. Doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker, Constancy, perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sphene going into a slumber. So yeah, I mean, this only resolves itself one way, essentially, is that destroying whatever Sphene is and stopping what she has done and become means that this just kind of ends. Like, this stays at what it is, and this is as far as it goes. And it won't grow from here. It also wouldn't, I guess, maybe it would be deteriorating from here too, but he's left the area. Is that, no, that's not him. No sign of Constancy. Don't tell me he's gone somewhere else. Well, probably. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Yes, he was just here. He was here just earlier. A fellow named Constancy. Ah. Wait. What? I don't know who that is. Hello, everyone. You made it here, as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? Oh. I don't know what you looked like. I had no idea. It is. It's Kafkiwa. Well, an endless version of her. None other. This is the first time some of you seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes, then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shintona maiden. Oh, God. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. Shitona. I moved the N. They're Vieira, damn it. So it was true. That you're here means... I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. I am indeed an endless. I've been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now, you've come to stop Sphene, yes? I can tell, I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her then? Oh, just like that? Well, there are no guarantees. Your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line. Everything's a zip line. It's so silly. Zip line? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use though, as we Endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. But that endearing pushiness could only be Kafkiwa. Let's go. No emote at all. No emote at all. As look of that contraption found throughout the Isles of Ham, does it not? I think I know how it works. I've got this. Kafkiwa has already teleported ahead, it seems. I'm sorry, it's just she's gone. Get to see her and hear her carrying on like nothing's. I don't know how to feel. That makes complete sense. You don't seem to... beep boop. Error. User resignation confirmed. Bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. Alright. Looks a little bit like France. That's the aesthetic anyway. What a charming place. That's them. The people Sphene strives to protect. They look happy. Just a big computer simulation, though. Makes you think. What if we are? Not kidding. I mean, what? But like. So, what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the endless. What? Makes sense. Yep. Yep. And by erase, she means... For now, let's hear the rest. Kafkiwa must have her reasons. Triple dot. I mean, it's a bit of the vampire conundrum. Or the Dr. Manhattan conundrum. The whole living forever. Oh, come now. Spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this. We won't have a better opportunity than now, while Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless. This I firmly believe, but talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us. And if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because, as you just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of ether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the ether of those who died in the barrier. But as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the ether I'm composed of may come from the victims of the attack on Tuliolo. I can't bear that thought. Can't bear to exist because someone died. Yep. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there's an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. Yep. You shut down a terminal, the memories within it will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can we stop Sphene first and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. Her own memories are stored within the Meso Terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. Indeed. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder ether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparation for fusion, the Meso Terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Other than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the Meso Terminal, at least. There's sense in your strategy in resolving to stop Sphene. We had anticipated that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You didn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the Meso Terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. I'm really curious if this whole zone will become empty. Like, there are vendors and stuff here, though, so I don't know. Like, that's part of the way this conceit is strange. Are we going to find a way to stop that, or at least to hold what currently exists? That'd be kind of a pretty bold move if this whole zone basically becomes like a wasteland afterwards. That'd be interesting. But we'll find out. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. We'll do as you ask. There has to be another way. I don't want you to go. Are we flirting with Aaronville's mom right in front of him? Well, what's left of her, I guess. Hmm. I don't know. Both say to there has to be another way. Is there any other dialogue tree that opens? I'm afraid not. We spent years scouring Preservation's records, but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. Oh, you can keep saying. Well, now I'm just curious. I don't want you to go. You're a bun-bun. Well, I appreciate the thought. I can't afford to miss this chance. Do this for me, will you? Yeah, you get forced. Or more or less funneled back to it. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while her actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an Endless. It was Preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that Preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love that living Sphene bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the Endless. But as you know, the Endless consume ether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to produce it, or procure it even, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. What? Are you telling me the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of Preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. I wonder if patch content might be dealing with Preservation then? If there is anything to deal with the remains of Alexandrian Preservation. A couple different threads already forming for the patch content. Like what story that will pull together. I don't know. But I wonder what the conceit's going to be to figure out, because how does that involve Solution 9 and Everkeep then, if we shut all this down? So as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. All right. Kafkiwa, we understand now. Both your reasoning and your feelings. Before we erase the Endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If you're going to reject someone's belief, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I've learned from the Rite of Succession. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Galulja's kitten. Galuljaja's kitten, even. Well, the calculations will take a while still. It should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nonetheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave it to you then. When you're finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Indeed. Alright, let's split up and find some locals to speak with. Really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can. Damn, Anvil. Anvil going hard with the cold shoulder walk away. Dang. Water sprites. Yeah, see, I'm wondering if... Very interesting. I will not object to your decision. As my mother says, you needn't feel any guilt. I admit, I myself am still conflicted. To have such doubts after coming all this way, it's laughable, isn't it? Your ancestors were refugees from Lindblum. What tales they must have. Lindblum was the land that was lightning yeeted, for better or worse terminology. I must say, I'm starting to enjoy myself, even if it's only brief. This has the feel of a journey. Well, now, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it. It's wonderful here. Let me tell you what. Why, I just bumped into a dear friend in life, and we've been whittling away the hour's recognition. It might have been more days. It might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphene can really sustain us forever. But I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. Oh, these are actually like a thing here. Yeah. Weird water blob monster thing. You know what? Yay! Fake water or something. I don't know. It's a very Destiny-esque vibe here, like when you go into the Vex network. Well, you're a physical thing inside of a digital construct or whatever. Part of me hopes that my parents are here too, but it's probably too much to ask for. Weren't they founding members of Oblivion, though? Would they have had some contingency or figured something out? Well, hello there. Taking in the sights of Canal Town too, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us a chance to reconcile. Could be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty plan succeeds or not, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Till next time. Welcome. We have popcorn and cookies by the way of snacks and mugs and plushies for the memories. Oh, son of a... Ah! Damn chipmunk. The Endless seemed to eat the food with relish, but it couldn't be real. Could it? You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? You haven't? You don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. It's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you've tried that, I urge you to seek out the other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Assail Volcane. It's so smooth and rich, and just thinking about it is giving me a hankering. That's it. I'm going to go and have some right now. All right. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendations as well, I take it. I've been wondering what the Endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using ether and memory data. To us, it tastes just like the real thing. So how about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you'd like, and I'll bring it right out. And lest you worry, there's no charge. All the food is free here. Because it's fake. Like everything else here. Food created with memory data. How will this taste the living, I wonder? Well, as they say, there's only one way to find out. All right, Raha, let's have this. You sample a handful of popcorn. While it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. It's creepy. I mean, it's amazing. I've never had such tasty popcorn. It's not our best seller for nothing. And what about you? It's interesting. We're bringing it back. Okay. Ah, it's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. Yeah, same as when we were inside Solution 9. That's why I said the same thing. It's like poetry, so it rhymes. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smiles, exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. It should be like, thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your custom. It's a little different in the verbiage there. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something, and rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? No? I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? Okay. My thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. Okie dokie. Trash and recycling? Sure. Nothing more relaxing than a gentle rocking of a gondola. Please have a seat. Plan to remain here for a while. Oh my god, it's everywhere. It would seem he is no longer in the vicinity. Let us keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. But like, what are we doing, Graha? What are we doing? What are we doing? Quest 91. In Serenity and Sorrow. Grahatia wishes to track down the troubled Endless. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behave, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let us split up and search for him. He is an Eldite, or an Eldite. I don't know how it's pronounced, no one said it. With fair hair. It's an Elzen. A elf boy. Or girl, I don't remember. It said he, right? Wait, Petra. Petravenge? The most wondrous thing has happened. My mother was recently reunited with a good friend of hers. I imagine they're doing their best to make up for lost time. Speaking of all that has happened since last they met. Indeed, I expect it will be some time until she returns, so I was thinking of procuring a few snacks to pass the time. Perhaps some popcorn to start. God strike me down. We reunite again after 100 years, and what should happen? Yes, my apologies, but I'm in some haste. If you have something to say, please make it brief. Your friend noticed that I seemed troubled, so you've been looking for me. What kind souls you are. I've lost something important, the engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky, monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm uncertain how I should take the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of ether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down and my essence dispersed, I am not like to be remade for a long time. I cannot risk that. Not after my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I shall give up the ring, and I thank you for your kind concern. That accursed beast was holding up the ring, taunting me. How I teach it a lesson. Just to warn you, it seems to be fond of shiny objects. Should you venture in yonder square, I suggest you keep an eye on your possessions. The weather here is reminiscence. Fair enough. Why is everything stun immune? Also, why is the bat that the weird corporeal goo monkey using physical, or at least not opaque-ish like the blue monkey is? Which is you again. Was there something else? Retrieved from the mischievous fiend, this engagement ring is intended for the beloved of the fair-haired man. Good heaven, this is the ring. You took it back from that beast? Yep. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I see you've already resolved the situation. Goes to the friend who first noticed me. Owe you my gratitude as well. My name is... I think it's Euclase? Euclase. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you, I can do just that. Well, that is cause for rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? No, we were sweethearts in life, but died young, and she only followed me decades later. Even though our reunion wasn't yet to be, for the ether shortage means not everyone can be recreated, I had to wait until but recently to see her again. Your union beyond death. Such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived. While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given form at present. I myself have been recreated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see. Given the circumstances, the chance of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed, and slimmer still for a loved one. Truly. This is why I decided to do which I failed to do in life. Ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that, although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious had been part of her life. That sweet fool. Huh. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, though I know full well it is only a construct, like these bodies of ours. There's a part of me that wonders if this is wrong. Not that I expect us to exist forever, even in this form. But to be with the one I love once again and make her happy, however wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude to Queen Sphene. Now if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make my proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my thanks. Tickets. For the gondola. To ensure the order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even here. It's very much like Queen Sphene make it so, is it not? Oh, very much like Queen Sphene to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. What about regrets? What about that one? It's a meme. It's a really bad one. Well, I think it's about time we were joining the others. But what do you say we go by gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Come then. Let us seek a vessel at the pier. Okie dokie. Ride the gondola with Raha? Well now. I presented our ticket. While I'm no stranger to boats, I can't but help but feel a little excited. You can push off at any time. Mind the gap when you board. Curious sequence.
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys. That you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
I wonder who Raha was talking about specifically there. It was nice to chat with you again, my friend. I feel as though it's been some time. Well, unless I talked off screen, I didn't do anything. You did all the talking. Having met Endless, like Euclase, I feel I could come to understand Sphene a little better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future, and she bears the burden of this desire for all her subjects. Yet as Kryl said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come. We can get to the fountain via yonder bridge. We can indeed. Yep. I do so love the view of the city from here. The picturesque scene of passerby against the skyline is absolutely perfect. But the endless have greatly diminished. The buildings in the distance have grown dark. What will come next, I wonder? Now that I look at it closely, the clock has no hands, on account of there being no need to keep track of time, perhaps. Finished talking to the locals, have you? I'd be keen to hear your impressions. Kryl and Aaronville are still out and about, it seems. So how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me happy too. What about you? Me? Sweethearts reunited. That's a miracle. Well, it is a miracle after a fashion. The system strives to make such encounters possible. If you meet someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings and use them to orchestrate reunions, like Euclases. I see. If the terminals can do this, impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclase, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appear to be of like age. Ah, yes. People are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that the case for you, then? Not that I can tell how old you are, as slowly as your people age. True. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times, it's hard to know which one applies. I'm insufferably inquisitive. Whether it's nature or technology, I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy, made me happy in life, and may have been a blessing afterwards. The other Endless are content with what they have here, you see? They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me for now. While we wait for Kryl and Eleneshpia, I have a favor to ask of you. As you may have noticed, most of the fountains here aren't running. It's because despite its shiny appearance, this city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. No. Fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, and I was hoping that we could get them working again. Giving the control units a dose of ether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on, but being an Endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but at the last, I'd like to treat the people here to a display. Leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. The control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'll be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up Eleneshpia and Kryl and head to the Hydro Terminal together. So the time is nigh. Come, let us set to it. The fountain shows are supposedly magnificent. Perhaps they'll impress even my fussy little bun-bun. Perhaps. This must be the control. Looks like ordinary stone, but inside it's electrope. Talk about confusing.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully, this does the trick.
Oh!
Amazing.
Wow! Look!
Look, Mother! Look!
Wow.
It's beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
Wuklamat! Oh, where are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
I'm so glad.
Oh.
Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose, my joy.
You're mine too.
To have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why Sphene cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come. Let's keep moving.
A remembered instead of remembered. Mad about it. Water spirits and water sprites. Living memory. I am very curious how finishing the story here is going to change this zone. If it just becomes that there are no people here and there are just little, dotted areas where there are mobs. It'll be a very bold decision. Be a very empty zone, but also have a lot of weight behind it. We'll find out. We have so many quests left. That makes sense. Lamika looked truly happy. The show was breathtaking, was it not? I've made a wonderful memory. Thank you. Just to make sure, Kafkiwa, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? I mean, she is. Not just yet. It's the Arrow terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. Okay. Delaying even more. Torturing Erenville a bit. You already know how to operate the terminal. It's the same process as the fountain's control. Leave it to you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the endless here to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you still wish to speak with people and see the sights, you'll want to do that first. Upon shutting down the Hydro Terminal, it will not be possible to restore Canal Town to its present form. Wow. Yeah, so they are... Wow. Well. Here goes one, I guess. Oh, wow. Wow.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Wow, you really are doing it. Wow. This whole place is going to be quite dour when we're all done, I suppose, huh? This is Living Memory's true appearance. I had braced myself for it, but to actually erase the endless is hard. Thank you. This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. I choose this path. I won't halt my steps. We move on to quest 92. The Land of Dreams. Kafkiwa regards you and your companions with a sympathetic gaze. Don't torment yourself so. I ask this of you, so the burden lies with me. And remember, we endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's so hard to say goodbye. It is. Nonetheless, it's our duty as the living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it. Keep seeking them out. I'd appreciate that. Come, let's head to the next zone. Yesterland, it's called. Another zip line at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. I ought to mention, While shutting down a terminal should erase the endless bound to it, those with strong, unresolved feelings may linger for a time. If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you could lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. Oh. Well, wishing at the wishing well. So there's still some like quests and side quests from some of them that remain. Man, is this some almost like haha gotcha moment from Emmett? As if he knew of this place of Alexandria, which is kind of like an Ascian light situation. He wanted to put us in a situation that is similar but is not the same as to the one that he toiled in for millennia, which has a poetic justice to it, but also is kind of a dick move. kind of a dick move, Emmett, you know? Kind of a dick move. But, you know, touche, I guess. Yesterland has an altogether different look. Each zone has a distinct character, it would seem. Hapkiko's already gone ahead. Let's get going too. That lively place yonder appears to be Yesterland. I wonder what manner of folk we'll find there. Worry not. I don't intend to halt my steps either. System reboot complete. Error. User registration confirmed. Would you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children alike come true. Please enjoy your stay. Okay. This one's quite a bit more of an actual theme park than the canals of Venice, for instance, when the other one was. Amazing. Is this also a recreation or recreation of an actual place? After a fashion, Yesterland is themed upon a period of peace before the storm surge had engulfed the world in conflict. It was a golden age for Alexandria, and they captured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well, now another large-scale attraction. Oh, this is usually when there's a fourth option that is additional dialogue based on quest progression. Most of the time, you can see there's like a little bit of a different spacing, even. But tell me about the only one who's excited. I'm exhausted just being here. Feels like the gold saucer. I'm put in the mind of, oh yeah, of Lith Meg. But I don't know. Sometimes usually it's supposed to be reserved for only things that you can say based on your quest progression. So I'm wondering if I can say this because I've done the fairy quest lines all the way to the end. You won't know until you go back to the Unending Journal and look and see where the branching path dialogue little symbols are. Because they're by every quest that has a dialogue option that you could choose something that is based on your previous story progression. But I gotta do that. Let's see what happens. You mean you visited the Pixie's Garden of Dreams? Yeah, see? Thank goodness you are still with us. It is all too easy to lose oneself in such a wondrous place. By the time you think to leave, dozens of years may have already passed. And perhaps the very same could be said of this place. the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Take your time. Take the time you need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. Like before, we'll speak with the Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Let's start by exploring and get our bearings. What in the heck? Seeker bats. Interesting. Enchanting floor fresco. Beautiful artwork on the ground depicts a swirl of stars. Perhaps such a sight was once visible in the Alexandrian night sky. Hello there, mister. We're just talking about Sir Otis. Do you know him? He's a bit odd, doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong, can vanquish fiends in a flash. Probably out there fighting right now. When I grow up, I want to be strong like him. Appearing to be a domicile, this building resembles those that lie submerged in Heritage Found. The windows are composed of a colorful array of stained glass. The Sir Otis the children spoke of calls to mind another Otis. Might be worth seeking the man out to confirm his identity. Look at these freaking bat things, man. Crazy bat ghosts. Ah! Oh. A man is engaged in battle with fiends. You may need a helping hand. He may need a helping hand? That's what that reads like. I'm running. I'm running. Old-fashioned night. Have at thee, scoundrel! Oh, I mean, duh. Look, it's the shield. It's the shield. Please be voiced.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your bait's so strong!
Oh my goodness.
That was amazing, Otis! And you too, mister!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis! Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know who you are.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
Ah. That's great.
No, no, no villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know, right?
In the flesh, no less. An earlier version. He won't remember his time as a machine. Yeah. Yeah.
I say! What are you whispering about there?
Because when he was an endless machine, that was memories that then could continue to build their own. This version was him when he died. Well, when he gave himself to the experimentation. And thusly died.
I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them. I take my leave of you. Good day!
No.
Founding celebration?
You heard the man. Gods, what a surprise to meet Otis. He might not be the exact same as the one we met in Heritage Found, but still. Thinking back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That might explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him some more. There are some things I need to tell him. Alrighty. Probably the last quest of this chapter. The long one, just to split the last sort of finale of Dawntrail into two parts. We move on to quest 93. A Knight of Alexandria. Book Lamont is eager to go after Otis. Look at that laugh. Look at him. Alright, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know about the past. About the Alexandria of old, as well as Sphene, when she was a living person. The problem is he doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with this founding celebration. That might warm him up to us? Set off this way. Come on. Gem keepers. Lots of them. Are you harmed, or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which her highness relies with her winsome smile. Relies? I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis. Uh-oh, he's role-playing. Ha! You again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your rehearsal. Shall I play the part of the queen? I appreciate the offer, but there is no need. The script is my own work, you see. I know Princess Sphene's lines better than my own. This, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? Oh, you as well. Thought I said that I was busy. You did, but we thought that maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am. And truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there is to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. And with fewer of us being given form, we haven't had enough hands to carry out the production. Thus, I have been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's all right. We really are happy to help any way we can. Tell us what to do. This freaking music right now. For the same reason the production is shorthanded, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread the word of the play to the children of Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to younglings. Splendid! Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear, together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Oh no. Don't put me in the squirrel costume. Son of a bitch! All right. Anything to make the children happy. Let's see. Yes, this one should be suited for you. Suitable, even. Oh, no. What are we gonna wear? One of us is gonna be the damn chipmunk. I know it. Help me, no. Anything. That's why this chipmunk suit exists. Nah! Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me the device. Oh my god, she's the elephant. What are we gonna be? We be a Tonberry? Frog. Probably a frog. I have something in mind for you as well. Let me know when you're ready, and I shall activate it for you. He's gonna frog me. What's yours going to be, I wonder? Unless we can choose, maybe? Ready, are you? And let us have you don your costume at once. Don't do it. Is it always a rabbit, or is it because I'm a Vieira? Are there different costumes based on your race? You just put a bunny costume on a bunny. Marvelous. There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. I'm now that you are suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station, so that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. Must be wearing the costume provided by Otis in order to progress. It will change back to normal growing if you move too far away. Yes. I'm really a... So you were also still a rabbit? Okay. I thought it was the game was being funny because I'm a Vieira and it made me a rabbit in a rabbit costume. Oh, a rabbit monster! You shall rule the day you cross paths with the royal knight. God. It's going to be a play with knights and stuff? Oh, let's go watch. We can ride the air cab later. I wonder if like Lalafels get the frog or something. Look, it's a rabbit. What is it? Don't toy with us, do you? There's going to be a play with my Queen Sphene. I want to see it. Let's head over to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. Oh, I can already fly here. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? Oh, the play. I know about it. They sometimes have performances over at the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss, but if you say it's special this time, then all right, I'll go. These are all dead children. Just remember that. Well. Who should interrupt my air cab watching but a person in a silly costume? Let me guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother. I've seen it less than 50 times already. Otis is going to be performing as himself? Now that's a new twist on an old classic. All right, just for that, I'm willing to go see the play again. The air cab. It's the monorail. Oh, is there a hunt train already going? It's the second day of launch! You degenerates! Get a life! Ah! There's already a hunt train going. Well, there have been, like 2 days ago, there were already hunt trains. Oh, are you here to look at Queen Sphene too, Mr. Rabbit? Can't really see her from this angle, but... That great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. It's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. They play about the realm's founding. I love history. That sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go and watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. The weird thing about the conceit of this place having children and the fact that they're all dead is that are they stuck as a child forever mentally? Because if they're just a memory construct, you'd think, though, that over time they would still age or something. But if they're stuck in this perpetual childlike state, like if they're... Ugh. Like, does something within this keep you from progressing mentally or learning and growing and maturing? So if you are 12, you're 12 forever. Like, you'll never not be 12. Like, the whole living memory system prevents you from ever becoming more conscious of your life. As idyllic and interesting as the conceit is, that is still pretty dreadful if that is the case. Finished making your rounds. Excellent. I shall take the costume off your hands. I'll look like a rabbit anyway. That was ridiculous. Thanks to the two of you for promoting the play in my stead. I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I'm grateful beyond measure. Let's mention it. It was fun meeting endless children. Endless children. What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. Uh-oh. It's complicated. I'll explain it to you, but the play's about to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What do you say to performing in the play as well? I played Final Fantasy VII. Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've never done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured, it wouldn't be a difficult part. You'll play the part of the tree. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little sword play, a duel between Alexandrian and Limblum soldiers. That is certainly to please the children, and without the needs for words. What do you think? Have at you, Limblum scum! This Alexandria knight is going to take you down. Oh, do you get to... Interesting. You're only Alexandrian in your... I mean, come on. Have at you! It's so stupid. That keen, are you? All right. You asked for it. Is that going to be a solo duty? A 1v1 Wooklamat? That's interesting. Then it is settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for rehearsal, my little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to the Proto-Alexandria and wait further instructions. Okay. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, Yeshtaland and the Endless in it will also fade away. Let's give them the show to remember, which they won't, because they'll be erased. God, it's grim. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is they seek to preserve through this celebration. Yeah. My legs. Can you imagine living your life eternally in a theme park like this? Every day is theme park. Theme park is every day. When you don't want to have theme park, too bad, theme park. Kind of sounds like hell. Ah! I foresee getting the ether currents here as a little obnoxious. I know they can. I'm just saying. But if this was just everything, you could just. And what do the kids got to do if they go to the Venice section? That's all I'm saying. Brownies, not pukas. All right, it's a little Mushroom Kingdom-esque. All right, let's give it our best and have some fun. It's a little Princess Peach's castle, but so be it. Hi, Cryo.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Well, you see.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado,
I hear the music right now. It's almost MIDI.
yeah, it's a royal knight!
Oh, shit.
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
What a stick in the mud, Aaronville.
Ha! Yeah! Arg! I am killed!
Good way to sell it. Way to sell it.
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis.
Oh my god.
My dearest? And so, in no small part due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them.
Just falls over.
Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Is it over already?
And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion. Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers, out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
Kind of?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
The handsomest robot boy ever. He was a proud and valiant knight of the realm. He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Gululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Ha ha ha! 'Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Galulja, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
If this whole section is going to be broken up into each of these little moments, first one was sad, this one is kind of happy and silly. Next one's about to be real sad. And the final one will be like trial light. And then resolution. No explanations are required. I have intuited your purpose. There are paths only the living may walk. Mine was a tumultuous life, replete with joy and sorrow both, but it ends in a bright note, thanks to you. If I have one regret, however, it is that I could not meet the new king. Send him my regards, won't you? Only in Final Fantasy. Goodness. Didn't look down to see if you can still mount here. Figured we were inside, but we're inside outside apparently. I had a wonderful time. I believe everyone here did too. Suffice it to say, I didn't expect you to appear on stage. You did a fine job. Both of you. That was a marvelous play. It's a shame that it'll be the last performance, but it will forever be etched in my memories. The fact that it's mostly children in Yesterland explains all the amusements here, but as happy as they seem, it's hard to think about their lives before this. For if the form of an endless reflects their happiest self, it means they died before they grew up, or grew up to find no greater happiness. That's what I was talking about just moments ago, Aaronville. Good grief. Yep. And both outcomes are both so grim. Ay, ay, ay. Well, we're here. You having doubts? No. I'll do what I came to do. It's just, the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, Bay, I am too. Functioning on the Geo-Terminal will not be possible to restore Yesterland to its present form. This is a tough button. Each time you do this, I keep going back to it. It's a dick move, Emmett. Dick move. Touche. Touche, you bastard. All right. Let me just say a word about those who we met here. Indeed.
That night, he was the one who looked after Gululja.
Mm-hmm.
And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sphene's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
Otis, the mechanical soldier, and Otis the endless. Through you, their paths reconverge at the last. And that makes half. Upon our return, we must regale Gululja with the heroic tale of Sir Otis Velona. 2 zones to go. Well, I'm assuming... Do we do... Because one of these zones we're probably going to potentially meet Kryle's parents. Well, the memories of them, I assume. Don't know. Only press onward. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless, or the pain I feel now. We're more than memory stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. Still have a ways to go. Let's keep moving. Well, 2 down and 2 more to go. I think I'll do it for this chapter. The next chapter will be the last. So if you're watching along live, then after a short break, we'll continue. If you're watching on the YouTube stuff, then it'll be out soon or out now, depending on how you're watching it. If you want to watch more long-form RPG stuff, there's more Final Fantasy XIV on the channel, of course. There's boss stuff from last expansion, patch content, as well as Final Fantasy XVI, whole playthrough. 7 Remake, whole thing. We got all of 7 Rebirth, the exhaustive normal mode playthrough, as well as the hard mode platinum trophy playthrough, which was something. So there's plenty more if you would like to join me in more RPGs. Should be linked down below. And of course, thank you for watching regardless, and I'll see you in the next one. Which for this, again, will be the final chunk of the Dawntrail MSQ. Goodness, goodness, goodness.